What's up, champs? Welcome to today's video. My name is Trevor Peterson. I'm a full-time seven-figure Amazon seller. And in today's video, we're gonna be breaking down taxes. This is one of the most common questions that I get is, Trevin, what do I do? How do I file taxes? What about sales tax? How do I manage my expenses? How do you track profits? How do you do bookkeeping? The list goes on with the questions that I get around this topic of taxes. So I decided to make a full tutorial about everything that you guys need to know when it comes to taxes. This is course level information for free. So do me a favor, go down, hit the subscribe button, like the video, drop a comment, and let's dive into the video. All right, so let's dive into the topic of taxes. And the first thing that I want to be very clear about is I'm not a CPA, I'm not a certified tax professional, I'm not an attorney. All the advice that I'm giving to you today is just from personal experiences running my own Amazon FBA business. As you guys know, I currently sell on Amazon and I don't teach anything that I don't implement myself. So let's dive into my seller account, keep you guys updated and let you know that I actually do sell on Amazon and what I'm talking about is actually applicable and it works. So right here, as you guys can see, for the day, I've done just over $7,000. And in the last 30 days, I've done just shy of $150,000. So again, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to go down, hit the subscribe button, like the video, and drop a comment. So now let's jump into my screen and let's talk about the first topic, and that is sales tax, okay? So this is something that so many people have questions about, and I'm gonna make it very, very clear of what you need to know about it. So right here, this is on Amazon. You can see right here, items sold on Amazon that are shipped to the two destinations in the following states may be subject to sales tax. Now, this is important to understand. Take a screenshot. All of these states right here, if you live and run your business inside of these states, you may not have to file and remit sales tax. Now, let me explain why. So if we come over here, there's a thing called the Marketplace Facilitator Legislation. Now, that's a super complex word that I can barely pronounce, but we need to understand that because it's going to help us understand whether or not we need to collect and file sales tax. So right here, first thing that we need to understand is Amazon is a marketplace facilitator, okay? So that's the first thing we need to understand. The second thing that we need to understand is right here, a marketplace facilitator legislation is a set of laws that shifts sales tax collection and remittance obligations from a third-party seller to the marketplace facilitator. So Amazon is the marketplace facilitator. So that means that sales tax is shifted to them and they're supposed to collect and file it on our behalf. We're the third-party sellers as Amazon sellers. And so in the following states that I just showed you right here, those states, and then here's a list, this is where the states require Amazon to collect and file sales tax. So this has been some new laws that have been passed. Again, I'm not a CPA, I'm not a tax professional. This is just on Amazon's website, but it shows you that these states, Amazon is required to collect and file sales tax. So for me, I live in the state of Utah and I run my business in the state of Utah, and Utah is on this list. And so Amazon collects and files sales tax for me. So now I don't collect and file sales tax for the state of Utah, where before, when I very first started, I did collect and file sales tax, where now laws have changed. And that is why you need to get a CPA, a tax professional, to keep you in the loop with these different changes. So understand that. You guys can go to Amazon and you can search marketplace tax collection and read this article. But that's the first thing that I want to talk about is sales tax. So if you live in those states, don't worry about it. But if you live in a state that is not on this list, then I would highly recommend to seek a tax professional, a CPA, to get you set up so that you can collect and file sales tax. Okay, so that's very important to understand. And the next thing that I want to talk about is how to file taxes at the end of the year and whether or not Amazon is going to send you what's called a 1099-K form. So if we come right here, basically Amazon is required to report your earnings to the IRS if you do more than $20,000 in adjusted sales or 200 transactions. So that could be, 200 transactions, if you're selling a super cheap product, that could happen really, really quick. So if that's the case, you're going to get a 1099 form by January 31st, and you're gonna be able to go to your Amazon Seller Central account. You're gonna go to the tax reports, and you'll be able to download this. And then this form is what you're going to give to your tax professional to then file your sales tax. Okay, but the kicker to this is being organized and managing your books, managing your expenses, and tracking all of that so your CPA actually knows what to do. And this is where the bookkeeping service that I'm going to recommend is what I personally use, and it's an absolute must. And if you don't do this, you're going to be like me, where last year, 2018 and 2019, I didn't have a professional bookkeeper, and I almost spent and paid $12,000 more in taxes than what I actually needed to. And it's because I didn't track my expenses properly. I didn't know how to do bookkeeping, and it was just a headache and a half, and it was a nightmare. And I learned the hard way. And so this is going to save you thousands of dollars. So please, if you sell on Amazon or you have an online business, you need to get a professional bookkeeper. And the service that I want to show you is literally dirt cheap. And I'm going to show you guys kind of comparisons. So a lot of people talk about how they're going to use QuickBooks and get QuickBooks and do the bookkeeping themselves. And right here, the most popular plan is $70 a month. Okay, so that's an option, but with that, you're going to get what's called A2X, which integrates all of the orders so that you can basically figure out all the accounting. And trust me, it's a nightmare. So you have QuickBooks, you integrate A2X, and then you do your books, and you yourself has to do it yourself. And the most common one on A2X is $69 a month, and it also depends on how many orders. For me, I'm doing more than 10,000 orders a month, so I'm going to be paying a premium of $140, and that doesn't even include QuickBooks. And then on top, I'm paying it another $70. So that's $200 that I'm paying, and I still have to go and do the bookkeeping myself, or I have to hire it out. So it may be 5 hours of my time per month, or I have to go pay somebody 5 hours. So that's another $200 or whatever. So it's very expensive to go the QuickBooks and A2X route. And I show you that to just show you how powerful the tool that I'm going to show you, and it's called Bench. So it's literally 100% automated bookkeeping service that is exactly like QuickBooks, but they have their own proprietary software exactly like it that comes with their software subscription. But the best part is it's literally like half the price. It's so much cheaper, and it comes with a full-time bookkeeper that does all the bookkeeping for you. So if you're in a case where you don't want to deal with bookkeeping, you don't even know where to start, like me, like I literally have no clue, I'm going to hire somebody that specializes in e-commerce to do my bookkeeping. And that's what Bench does. They specialize in e-commerce businesses. So whether you do drop shipping, whether you sell on eBay, whether you sell on Etsy, whether you sell on Amazon, they know exactly how to do the accounting. You give them access to your Amazon reports. They can download them, and they do all the bookkeeping literally 100% on autopilot. I don't have to worry about it. And then at the end of the year, they send me my profit and loss and my income statement. I forward that with my 1099K form to my CPA, and boom, just like that, he files the taxes and it is done. I don't have to worry about it. And so many times people are so concerned about taxes, and number one, they haven't even started selling. And so you shouldn't worry about taxes, because you only have to worry about taxes if you are making money. If you're not making money, then you don't have to worry about it. But if you are, you're in a good situation. And this is the perfect solution. So let me explain kind of what Bench does. And I have a referral coupon code. It's a massive discount. You can't get it anywhere else. It's 20% off for the first 6 months and the first month free. So it's a really good discount. I'll put the link down below and you guys can use it. But basically they have, let me find the pricing plans right here. What they're going to do is they're going to onboard you. You're going to do a various set of calls. It's 2 calls. The first call is just to kind of get a feel for your business. And then you're going to have your first months of books done for you 100% free. And then you're going to get on a second call, and they're going to tell you at what plan you are going to be, whether you're the starter, you're the micro, the boutique, the venture, or the corporate. So if you're a corporate and you're doing up to $1 million a month in expenses, then it's only $270 a month to manage your bookkeeping. There's no other service that will do that for that cheap, okay? And more than likely, your expenses are gonna be between the starter to the boutique. So on the high end, you might be paying $180, or on the low end, you might be paying $135. And that is really cheap if you compare it to QuickBooks, $70. A2X will say at the standards is another $70. So that's $140 just for the software. And that doesn't include them actually doing it for you. Where Bench, it literally includes everything. And it is so easy. And if you guys don't take advantage of this and you have an online business, you're literally just throwing money on the table and you're wasting a ton of time not doing it. So this has been the biggest game changer inside my business this year in 2020. I haven't had to stress one bit, not one day have I had to stress about bookkeeping or are my taxes straight or what am I doing? Because I pay somebody that specializes in it to do it for me. So this is what I'm doing inside my own Amazon FBA business. I have Bench do all my bookkeeping. It is so easy. And I highly recommend it if you guys have your own FBA business. And I hope that this video was super helpful. I wish that I could have watched this video when I was starting, because this would have saved me literally thousands of dollars and hours and hours and hours of time. So I hope that now you guys understand sales tax. I hope you now understand taxes. You're gonna get a 1099 form, K form from Amazon if you do over $20,000. And then with that form, you're then going to send to your CPA, a tax professional, and it'll cost you maybe $200-300 to have them file it. And then you don't do it, okay? I would not recommend you do it yourself. When you start doing it yourself, there's chances of you making a mistake. There's higher chances, likelihood of you getting audited. And you just need to do it correct from the get-go. And having a bookkeeper and having a CPA do things for you is going to save you, number one, time, and number two, thousands of dollars. I know you may think that it's not saving you money because you have to pay for the service, but in the long run, it saves you a ton of money. So use the coupon. It's 1 month free plus 20% off for 6 months. This is everything that I do. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is literally like gold information. So I hope you guys now take action and implement everything that I just talked about. And do me a favor, if you guys learned something, drop it in the comments what you learned, and also like the video and subscribe. Your support, you sharing the channel, you being involved in the community literally means the world to me. And I just want to say thank you, and we'll see you guys in the next video.